Welcome to the Law Offices of Chris M. Ingram's Immigration Podcast. Today we are excited to launch a brand new 4-part series on the O-1B visa. The O-1B visa is for senior professionals who work in the entertainment industry. So let's dive in. Before we get started, we'd like to thank attorney Chris M. Ingram and his team who have worked very hard in researching and preparing the material for this podcast. So let's get started. Okay, let's unpack this. Today's deep dive is into the O-1B visa. Now, this isn't just another dry visa category. Our legal team's extensive research shows it's actually a profound and, well, powerful recognition of extraordinary ability in the arts, or extraordinary achievement specifically within the motion picture or television industry.
Exactly. Think of it as America rolling out the red carpet, for the world's most creative and acclaimed talent.
Right. The entire goal of this visa, fundamentally, is to actively attract these brilliant minds from around the globe, inviting them to come and contribute their unique vision to America's incredibly vibrant cultural and entertainment landscape. So we're going to explore what the O-1B visa truly is, why our attorneys consider it such a uniquely powerful and flexible option, and crucially, who stands to benefit the most from pursuing this unique immigration pathway. It really is a special category.
It absolutely is. And what's truly fascinating here, and something our researchers really highlight, is how the O-1B fundamentally celebrates artistic excellence and achievement. It often does this by sort of sidestepping the rigid bureaucracy you might typically encounter in many other immigration processes.
Okay, so less red tape potential.
In some ways, yeah. It's a non-immigrant temporary visa, yes. But the key, the real game changer for many, is its extendability. It can be extended, potentially indefinitely, for as long as your work continues to demonstrate that extraordinary ability or achievement.
Wow, indefinitely.
Potentially, yes, as long as the qualifying work continues. And unlike so many other visa categories that can be frustratingly limited, our team's research indicates there are no annual caps. No lotteries you have to contend with. Your eligibility hinges entirely on one thing: proving you are genuinely at the pinnacle of your creative field.
Right, so it's merit-based. Purely.
Precisely. This makes it a remarkably direct and unencumbered path for highly accomplished individuals who truly qualify.
So if you're an artist listening, maybe a performer, a filmmaker, or a designer, what does this all mean for you if you're looking to come to the U.S. and make your mark?
Well, we're actually talking about two distinct subcategories that fall under the broader O-1B umbrella.
Okay.
First, there's the O-1B arts. This is designed for individuals demonstrating extraordinary ability across a vast spectrum of artistic endeavors. So this includes performing arts like music, dance, theater.
Right, the classics.
Exactly. Visual arts, painting, sculpture, photography, literary arts, so writers, poets, playwrights, and even design fields, fashion, graphic design, interior, even architectural design. It's incredibly broad.
That covers a lot of ground.
It really does. Then we have the O-1B, motion picture or television, often abbreviated as MPTV. Now, this category is specifically for those who've achieved extraordinary recognition in the film or TV industry.
Okay, so a bit more focus there.
Exactly. And our attorneys note that the standard for MPTV is slightly adjusted compared to the general arts category. This kind of reflects the often collaborative, high-pressure, and high-stakes nature of these particular industries.
Makes sense, yeah.
Where individual contributions, even within a massive team, can be extraordinarily significant and recognized.
Oh, like a specific cinematographer or editor.
Precisely. It's also vital to clarify that while the O-1 visa family has other branches, specifically the O-1A, which covers extraordinary ability in sciences, business, education, or athletics, our focus for this entire series, and especially today, is strictly on the O-1B.
Got it. Arts and entertainment, only for this deep dive.
And this raises a crucial point right from the outset, a fundamental requirement that attorney Chris Ingram always emphasizes.
Okay, what's that?
You absolutely must have an agent or an employer in the U.S. to sponsor you for this visa.
Ah, the sponsor requirement.
Yes. The sponsor isn't just a friendly face. They are the legal entity that files the petition on your behalf with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS.
Okay.
And it's not enough to simply have a general desire to work here. Our legal team's study shows that at the time of application, you must have a concrete, firm job offer with a specific start date.
So no speculative application.
Absolutely not. This isn't just a handshake agreement, it's evidenced by formal documentation. We're talking about a signed deal memo or an executed employment contract.
Right, the paperwork.
And these documents need to be meticulous, clearly detailing the terms of your engagement, the duration of the work, the compensation, everything for your U.S.-based work. Chris and his team highlight that without this clear proof of intent to perform services in your specific field of extraordinary ability or achievement, USCIS simply cannot process the application.
Okay, so it's a non-negotiable first step. Proof of purpose, essentially.
Exactly. Foundational proof you have a plan.
That makes absolute sense. It ensures there's a real, tangible reason for someone to come and use their talents.
Yeah.
But how exactly do our attorneys define extraordinary ability for the arts or extraordinary achievement for MPTV in practical terms? It sounds like an incredibly high bar. What does it really look like?
It's a great question. For the O-1B arts, extraordinary ability is defined as distinction.
Distinction. Okay.
Which basically means you've reached a high level of skill and recognition that is substantially above what's considered ordinary in your field. And this must be demonstrated through sustained national or international acclaim.
Sustained. So not just a one-off success.
Correct. Think of an artist whose body of work consistently garners significant praise and attention, maybe across borders. Now, for the O-1B MPTV, it's defined as extraordinary achievement, which essentially means you've reached a very high level of accomplishment in the film or television industry.
Okay. Slightly different phrasing there.
Yes, and our attorneys emphasize you don't necessarily need to be an Oscar winner to qualify, although, of course, that certainly helps.
Oh, yeah. I'd imagine so.
But the key is that your work should be influential, innovative, and critically acclaimed within your field, showing a consistent pattern of excellence.
Okay, so influential, innovative, acclaimed.
Right. For example, consider a musician whose original compositions have been performed and celebrated globally, not just locally, maybe by renowned orchestras or at major international festivals.
Okay.
Or an actor who has consistently delivered standout, memorable roles in critically acclaimed productions, whether on screen or stage. A director whose films have not only garnered significant festival buzz, but also secured wide distribution and critical praise. Even, say, a production designer whose innovative sets have profoundly transformed storytelling in a film or TV series, becoming iconic in their own right.
Right, like creating a whole visual world.
Exactly. These are the kinds of contributions that our legal team says put you squarely in the ballpark for O-1B. It's about impact and consistent recognition, not just raw talent alone.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting for you, our listener. Why pursue the O-1B? Why this specific visa?
Right, what's the big draw?
Well, for seasoned, experienced professionals, our researchers confirm it's a truly powerful pathway to significantly expand your creative footprint in the U.S. This visa opens doors you might not have access to otherwise. Think collaborating with major Hollywood studios, performing on Broadway stages.
Big opportunity.
Huge. Exhibiting your art at major institutions like MoMA, or leading cutting-edge projects that actively shape cultural narratives on a global scale.
But, and this is interesting, our legal team points out that it's also a surprisingly unique opportunity for recent graduates.
Oh, really? Even fresh out of school?
Yeah. If you've just finished a conservatory program with a stellar record, had successful festival entries with your early work, or developed an impressive buzz-generating portfolio right out of school, the O-1B can be your direct jumpstart.
Wow, okay.
Imagine gaining immediate access to the bustling film scene in LA, the dynamic gallery world of New York, or the vibrant music hubs of Nashville, bypassing years of struggle many face.
That's a massive advantage.
It is. And the flexibility is another major draw. It allows you to work for a specific employer on a single project, but it also supports engagements through an agent, which can cover multiple projects.
So more freedom than some other visas.
Definitely. Or even a series of events like a national concert tour or multiple film shoots over a period. This adaptability is quite rare.
And what about family?
Good point. An added, often overlooked benefit is the family aspect.
Yeah.
Your spouse and children, classified as O3 dependents, can accompany you. Okay. Now, they can't work immediately under this status, but they can certainly immerse themselves in the U.S., creative communities, attend workshops, or even enroll in schools.
So they can come and be part of the experience.
Exactly. It's a more holistic approach to bringing extraordinary talent and their families here. Now, connecting this to the bigger picture, it's absolutely crucial that your extraordinary status isn't just a past achievement you rest on. It must be in an area where you will continue working in the U.S.
Right, you have to keep doing the thing you're extraordinary at.
Precisely. However, attorney Chris Ingram emphasizes that there's significant flexibility in this. It doesn't have to be the exact same project or even the exact same medium.
Okay, so some wiggle room.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For instance, if you're an actor who's primarily excelled in avant-garde indie theater, but now you're seeking commercial film acting roles,
Yeah.
That transition is often perfectly acceptable.
As long as it's still acting.
Exactly, as long as it's clearly within the same broad artistic domain. Our attorneys highlight that policy guidance from USCIS actually encourages a broad interpretation, especially in highly collaborative MPTV fields.
Ah, like film and TV crews.
Right. Here, roles in production, direction, or performance can sometimes significantly overlap. Think of a renowned cinematographer moving into directing, or a celebrated costume designer also doing production design. Our team's research confirms that such transitions, demonstrating talent and influence manifesting in various ways within a connected industry, are often viewed favorably.
So it recognizes that creative careers evolve.
Absolutely. The core is the consistent application and evolution of your unique, extraordinary abilities.
So why did you choose the law offices of Chris M. Ingram as your attorney?
Honestly, they made it feel like I was never on my own.
Every time I had a question, someone actually answered. They cared.
We never felt alone. The videos felt like we had someone with us the whole way. Every form, every question, they had a video that explained it.
It made the process so easy.
Our tutorials are designed to get you over the finishing line, and after watching them, you are reassured that you have completed that section correctly.
At the law offices of Chris M. Ingram, our mission is to support you. Our instructional videos will guide you every step of the way. So join us.
That's useful context. And let's think about the historical side our team uncovered, because this visa wasn't just pulled out of thin air, right?
No, it has a specific origin.
The O-1B visa was established under the Immigration Act of 1990. And the purpose was very clear. Facilitate the entry of global creatives into the U.S. Basically, enrich U.S. culture and entertainment across the board. Think of the impact foreign actors have had, becoming household names.
Yeah, or international artists whose exhibitions have captivated audiences. It's about that cultural cross-pollination.
Exactly. And in modern relevance, especially with the explosion of streaming, digital arts, new media forms, the O-1B is arguably more vital than ever.
The landscape has changed.
Our attorneys note examples like expertise in virtual reality storytelling, complex interactive media design, even podcast production fields that barely existed in 1990. Applicants with strong backgrounds in these emerging areas often find their cases bolstered by aligning their unique skills with these evolving industry trends.
Makes sense. It has to stay relevant.
Chris calls this visa a catalyst. It's far more than just paperwork. It has enabled countless cultural exchanges. Think European painters influencing American galleries, or Asian filmmakers redefining Hollywood narratives. It's a mechanism for that continuous influx of global creative genius.
And tying right into that idea of enduring impact, attorney Chris Ingram puts it perfectly. He says, in the world of arts and entertainment, sustained acclaim isn't about one moment. It's the ongoing narrative of influence and innovation that defines true, extraordinary ability.
Okay, ongoing narrative. I like that.
It really highlights the long game here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You need to demonstrate consistent recognition and impact over time, not just fleeting fame from one project that faded.
Right, no one hit wonders.
Pretty much. So
Right.
for a mid-career screenwriter, this isn't just one hit script from years ago. It could be a track record of progressive script sales, a consistent stream of commissions, maybe an evolving body of work showing growth. For a fresh design graduate, while their career is newer, sustained acclaim could be shown through a series of impressive portfolio pieces featured in multiple reputable group shows, consistently generating buzz and positive critical attention.
Showing that upward trajectory.
Exactly. It's about proving a continuous, impactful path of excellence, not just a single peak performance.
So the big question, how do you actually qualify for this unique visa? Our legal team's research provides two main paths, which gives some flexibility.
Right. It's not just one way in.
The first, and perhaps most straightforward for a very, very select few, is option one, possessing a major internationally recognized award. We're talking the truly iconic ones here, like an Academy Award, a Grammy, an Emmy.
The big ones.
The big ones. If you have one of these, you're already very strongly positioned, though you still need to show you're coming to work in that field.
Still need the job offer and sponsor.
Right. However, if you don't have one of those household name awards, don't despair. Most applicants actually pursue option two, meeting at least 3 out of 6 specific categories of evidence.
Okay, 3 out of 6.
Yes, these categories are meticulously designed as comprehensive building blocks, tailored to capture the diverse range of artistic and entertainment achievements.
And Chris also explains there's crucial flexibility here. Comparable evidence is allowed if the standard categories don't fit perfectly.
Comparable evidence, what does that mean exactly?
Well, it's particularly relevant for individuals in emerging or niche arts, maybe interactive digital media, avant-garde performance art, specialized crafts without standard awards.
Okay, fields that don't have an Oscar equivalent.
Exactly. For example, in MPTV, our attorneys advise that things like selections at highly competitive international film festivals, think Sundance, Berlin, Venice, can be powerful. Or significant streaming metrics for independent work, showing broad audience engagement, even creating a highly influential viral video series that gets critical discussion.
So it's about showing impact and recognition, even if it's through non-traditional channels.
Precisely. Showing that extraordinary quality in the format your art takes. So the evaluation process, therefore, isn't just a rigid checklist. Our legal team emphasizes that. It involves either showing that major award or meeting at least 3 criteria, followed by what USCIS calls a totality review.
Totality review, so they look at everything together.
Exactly. They look at the entire picture of your career and accomplishments to ensure fairness and a holistic understanding of your status, seeing the forest, not just the trees.
That seems fair.
It is. Our researchers mention cases where, say, a breakthrough art installation, even without a major award, was compelling enough. Maybe it had overwhelming support from reputable curator letters, extensive positive media coverage, documented high attendance. That was enough to clinch the O-1B.
So the impact was undeniable, even without a specific trophy.
Correct. It's about the undeniable impact and recognition, regardless of the specific niche or traditional metrics. It's designed to recognize truly exceptional talent in all its forms.
Okay, so as we move into exploring these individual categories, I want you, our listener, to really think about your own portfolios, your career trajectory, the journey you've taken. Our team's study asks some really pointed questions. Have you headlined major productions or events? Have you consistently garnered glowing critical reviews? Have you commanded a high salary or significant fees, indicating your value and demand?
These are the core questions.
These aren't abstract. These are the proofs that can turn creative passion and hard work into tangible O-1B eligibility. We'll spend significant time on each category, explaining what it entails, what evidence looks like, and crucially, how both seasoned veterans and recent grads can realistically meet them.
Getting into the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. This granular detail is vital for understanding your own potential path. All right, let's turn to the core of O-1B qualification. These 6 categories of evidence. Remember, you need at least 3 or that major award. And the crucial part is the overall picture must paint you as distinguished or extraordinarily achieved. We'll break each down with real-world context, how a seasoned pro might satisfy it versus a recent grad.
Okay, category 1. This first category is all about your central headline roles in productions or events that themselves carry a prestigious reputation.
So lead or starring and distinguished reputation, both parts are key.
Absolutely. And it's critical we emphasize this isn't about minor parts, ensemble work, or background contributions. Our attorneys stress it has to be demonstrably central or starring. Your participation should be evidenced by compelling reviews, widespread publicity, or formal contracts clearly indicating your principal involvement and significance.
Right. So for experienced professionals, what might this look like?
Think starring as the lead in a critically acclaimed Broadway show, a Hamilton or a Wicked, or securing a highly sought-after leading role in a film premiering at a major international festival like Cannes, Sundance, or Berlin.
Okay, top-tier stuff.
Exactly. These clearly demonstrate sustained impact at the highest levels. Now, for recent graduates, the scale might be different, but the principle is the same: standout performances.
So maybe not Broadway, but...
Right. Perhaps a lead role in an acclaimed student film that won significant festival awards at prestigious university or independent showcases, or a starring part in a regional theater production that got rave reviews from local or even national critics.
The key is the distinguished nature of the production and your lead role within it.
Precisely that.
So expanding on that, what specifically makes a production or event distinguished? How do you prove that part?
Good question. It's not just about being well known, it's about its reputation within the industry and among the public. Our legal team advises considering several criteria. Has the production or event itself received significant awards, nominations, honors? Has it garnered widespread critical acclaim from reputable sources? Does it attract a large, appreciative audience, signaling its impact?
Okay, so awards, reviews, audience size.
Yes. For instance, our research suggests a professional musician might satisfy this by headlining a major international festival like Coachella or Glastonbury, with that performance backed up by positive tour reviews and media coverage in major music publications. A recent dance graduate could point to principal roles in university ballets that received critical praise and toured nationally.
Context is key then. You have to explain why it's prestigious.
Absolutely. Always explain the event's prestige and demonstrate its industry standing. And if it's a team project, like a film, clearly highlight your specific lead contribution and how it was integral.
How do you document this?
This category sets the tone for your star power, often documented with official playbills featuring your name prominently, large posters, cast lists, even video clips showcasing your performance. And, the reputation of these productions can be objectively verified too, through extensive media coverage, industry rankings, or even the caliber of other participants, like working with Oscar-winning directors.
Who you worked with matters.
Definitely. For TV pros, a lead role in an Emmy-nominated series is a clear fit. For grads, starring in impactful indie shorts with high viewership and positive engagement on platforms like Vimeo or YouTube, especially if critically noted, could qualify.
USCIS is cracking down on visa fraud, and even approved cases are being revoked.
Why was my visa denied? USCIS revoked my approval. At the law offices of Chris M. Ingram, we handle every detail with care. Every form, every fact, every time.
So join us for a free consultation. We do things the right way. Let us take care of you.
So gather everything: contracts, box office reports.
All of it. Contracts detailing your role, compensation, scope, box office reports for commercial success, audience metrics like viewership or attendance. A common challenge our team sees, as Chris notes, is with purely local productions. Valuable experience, yes, but tricky to meet the distinguished standard alone.
So what do you do then?
Our team advises showing how that local success led to bigger opportunities, demonstrating progression, show the transfer.
Okay.
And Chris adds that combining this category with strong critical reviews category 2, which we'll get to, really amplifies the case. It shows your lead role wasn't just prominent, but also highly praised.
Creates a stronger narrative.
Exactly. Shows a compelling career arc.
Okay, so for those whose portfolios might be a bit lighter in this specific area, what can they do? Our attorneys suggest some strategic pursuits, right?
Yes, absolutely. Professionals might actively target highly selective residencies at world-renowned venues, Kennedy Center, Carnegie Hall, American Ballet Theater, or leading roles in productions by reputable regional theaters or indie film companies known for quality.
Aim high, basically.
Aim high and aim smart. Graduates could focus auditions on major festivals like Tribeca, Sundance, SXSW, or top international student showcases. Getting a lead role there is itself a testament to talent due to the competition.
Right, the selectivity matters.
Hugely. Roles in productions with low acceptance rates really stand out. And it's not just traditional stages anymore. Digital productions on Netflix, Hulu, Prime, even acclaimed YouTube series with viral success can apply.
If they're critically acclaimed and have high production value.
Exactly, if they demonstrate that distinguished quality. And document everything comprehensively. Rehearsal photos, director's notes praising you, internal memos, even compelling fan feedback showing audience impact.
Every little bit helps build the picture.
It does. Attorney Chris Ingram saw a mid-career actor use festival leads as stepping stones, linking them directly to Hollywood callbacks and agent interest, proving progression.
So it connects to other parts of the application.
Very often. This category frequently intersects with recognition because starring roles generate buzz and reviews, creating that powerful feedback loop reinforcing your status.
Okay, moving on to category 2. This is where the validation from critics and media really comes into play, right? Spotlighting your work.
Precisely. It's about demonstrating that your accomplishments have resonated beyond your immediate circle, gaining recognition from reputable, authoritative sources in your field.
So not just your friends saying you're great.
Exactly. For seasoned professionals, classic examples include getting glowing, in-depth reviews for film performances in Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, The New York Times, or having your art exhibitions extensively discussed and praised in Art Forum, Frieze, or the arts section of a major international paper like The Guardian or Le Monde.
And these need to be substantial reviews.
Yes, our legal team emphasizes these aren't just fleeting mentions or simple listings. They require substantial, analytical discussion of your work, its significance, artistic merit, impact.
Okay, what about for recent graduates? Early recognition counts too.
Absolutely. It could be positive write-ups about your short film at indie festivals, featured in outlets like IndieWire or Screen Daily. Or maybe in-depth features on your thesis projects in reputable campus or arts-focused magazines known for showcasing emerging talent. A young filmmaker might have a detailed review in Screen Daily dissecting their short film's merits.
So showing that critical appreciation early on.
Yes, indicating that your vision is being noticed and valued by those in the know. Now, to meet this criterion effectively, you need to clearly demonstrate the standing and repute of the publication itself.
Right, not just any blog post.
Exactly. Our attorneys advise looking at factors like, does it have major national or international circulation, print or online? Are its authors recognized experts or authoritative critics in your field?
So avoid self-published stuff.
Generally, yes. Avoid self-published materials, vanity publications, or small, obscure blogs unless you can unequivocally prove they have significant industry-wide influence, which is hard to do. This category underscores your critical standing. It's like being formally anointed by the gatekeepers of your industry.
Confirming your work is recognized as excellent by respected voices.
Precisely. It proves your work isn't just seen, but critically evaluated and valued by those who shape opinions in your art form.
Okay, so digging deeper, what kind of publications really move the needle? What makes a review powerful for O-1B?
Well, our researchers point out the most impactful publications usually have rigorous editorial processes, fact-checking, multiple sources, journalistic integrity.
All right, credibility.
Exactly. For a seasoned musician, ideal coverage is a feature article or in-depth review in Rolling Stone, Mojo, Pitchfork, Billboard. For graduates, leveraging positive recaps from influential student film festivals, respected university arts publications, or online platforms known for breaking new talent can be highly effective.
And when submitting this evidence?
Our legal team insists you include the full articles, not just pull quotes, to show the depth of coverage. It's also beneficial to include author bios to demonstrate their expertise.
Good tip. And avoid.
Avoid tabloid mentions, gossip columns, superficial celebrity news. Stick to reputable, professional publications genuinely discussing your artistic achievements and impact. That's what Chris emphasizes.
Focus on the art, not the personality.
Right. And this category often pairs incredibly well with Category 1 lead roles. Successful, prominent roles are precisely what often spark critical reviews and media attention.
It's that synergy again.
Exactly. The more significant the role, the more likely serious critics will notice. And you can be proactive here too. Actively generate coverage by submitting work to critics, doing press junkets, engaging with PR specialists in your field.
So put yourself out there.
Yes. Professionals might secure press at major events like Cannes, the Venice Biennale, or major fashion weeks. Graduates could leverage school showcases, indie festivals, or strategic outreach to influential independent arts publications or blogs.
Even smaller, respected outlets can count.
If they are influential and known for identifying rising stars, yes. And international press adds significant weight, a piece in Le Monde on a designer, or a feature in a major Asian film journal about a director.
And metrics matter, like circulation.
They can help, yes. Demonstrating circulation over 100,000 or substantial online readership strengthens the case, showing broad reach.
What about negative reviews?
It happens. The focus should always be on highlighting the positive, substantive, critical discussions. Don't dwell on the negative, but present the overall positive picture. Chris mentions a fascinating case where a client used blog features from influential digital creators and niche online art publications. They tied it to viral reach and engagement metrics.
Showing influence beyond traditional print.
Exactly. Demonstrating influence dissemination and linking it to wider acclaim in the digital age. Proving publication today takes many forms.
Okay, as we wrap up part 1 of this deep dive, we've really laid the groundwork for the O-1B visa. We've covered its definition, the benefits, and broken down those first two crucial qualification categories: lead roles in distinguished productions and national or international recognition through reviews.
The foundation pieces.
And we've tried to give practical insights for both pros and grads, helping you see how your own journey might align. This groundwork, we hope, equips you to start evaluating your own fit for this extraordinary visa.
Absolutely. And in part 2, we'll continue right where we left off, diving deep into the next two vital categories. That's evidence of lead, starring, or critical roles for distinguished organizations, and evidence of major commercial or critically acclaimed successes.
More layers to unpack.
Definitely. We'll explore each with more examples and concrete strategies to help you build your O-1B case even stronger.
Thank you so much for being with us today. We hope you gained a lot from this discussion. Please subscribe to or follow this channel, as it can significantly increase the reach of this podcast and help us help more people. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Leave us a comment if you can. Also, follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and Instagram, where we're growing rapidly thanks to our social media team. We would also like to thank attorney Chris Ingram and his dedicated team once again for researching and preparing this material for our presentation. If you, a friend, or a family member would like a free consultation, you can visit our website at www.breakthroughusa.com and schedule an appointment. We'd love to hear from you and help you if we can.